Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is going to be a fairly quick video, but we got a new Milsurp ammo manufacturer in town called Milsurp Munitions, and they just dropped their first line of 6.5 Carcano, so I'm going to unbox it and show you what you get. These guys just started, quite literally a couple months ago, got production up and running. I will say that I am not going to show you the front of the box because it has my address on it, so I'm going to open it from the bottom. And then the other thing I will say about these guys is they're a legitimate operation. It isn't just a guy with a single hand press doing reloads. It is a guy with an actual operation going on. Multi-stage presses, good quality testing. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. Shipping was super quick. Again, this is literally from their first batch. And voila, Milsurp Munitions 6.5 Carcano, established in 2023. I like the artwork on the box. It's a 264.264 caliber is the bullet diameter. They're starting with 264, and they might be doing 268, which I know is something that a lot of people were asking because the PPU 6.5 is currently in 0.264, and I know some people, because of the diameter of the actual Carcano barrels, 268 just kind of grabs it a little bit better and makes it a little bit more accurate. 2150 feet per second, 139 grain bullets. So 20 rounds in here. Let's go take a look on the other side. Have this nice mosquito on the side here. Pretty cool. And then the back is just kind of your general warnings. Milsurp Munitions, yada yada. Yeah. Do not use in Vetterli rifles. Now he is, I believe, going to actually do a line of 6.5 Carcano for the Vetterli conversions. At least that's what I understand. But those are going to be loaded down a little bit, so they'll be safe to shoot in Vetterlis. Very excited for that. No, there's a lot of gun owners out there with Vetterlis in 6.5 Carcano that haven't really had an opportunity to shoot theirs, just because there's a lot of FUD lore and a lot of myths online about not being able to shoot your Vetterlis. You can shoot your Vetterlis, but you have to make sure the ammunition is correctly loaded for Vetterli rifles. I'm not really an subject expert on that, but I know these guys know what they're doing. Cartridge for the Carcano, I like. They probably took this from like an old schematic design, which is kind of cool. Powder, primer. So there you go. There's the use only in guns chamber for 6.5 Carcano. And then let's go ahead and open it up. Experience history on the bottom here, and then again 6.5 Carcano here. I'm going to open up the. Let's go ahead and pull out a cartridge. I'm not going to dump these all out because I just don't want to pick them up. There you go. NTW 6.5 by 52 Carcano. Looks pretty nice. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take these out and shoot them at the range out of my mosquito. Yeah.
So she likes to shoot this one. She likes the 40. Fighters here because it makes it hard.
All right, guys, just got back from the range and wanted to give you all a quick report. I shot 12 rounds of the Milsurp Munitions 6.5 Carcano and 12 rounds of the PPU 6.5 Carcano. I primarily stuck to FPS readings and just wanted to make this data available. First off, with any sort of statistical comparison, you need to make sure your variables and conditions are constant, with the only deviating variable being the ammunition type. So with that being said, I was using a Caldwell Ballistic Precision chronograph. The weather was evenly overcast with light rain and snow at about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind was negligible, but picked up from time to time. And I was using a Carcano Model 1891 Mosquito, which has a barrel length of 17.76 inches, and it does have progressive rifling. According to Giovanni and Alberto's book on the Carcano, the Mosquito should produce a muzzle velocity of around 2,169 feet per second, plus or minus 23. Now, Milsurp Munitions was using a .264 diameter Spitzer bullet at 139 grains. The PPU was also a .264 diameter bullet at 123 grains, also a Spitzer soft point. Unfortunately, the bullet weights were slightly different, so that could have been another variable that created differing results. So let's go ahead and talk about the results. The Milsurp Munitions ended up with an average velocity of 1,965 feet per second, a standard deviation of 90.98, and an extreme spread of 185. The PPU ammo had a higher average velocity at 2,206 feet per second, a standard deviation of 18.55, and an extreme spread of 45. Now keep in mind that the historical cartridge load for the 6.5 Carcano was a 162 grain full metal jacket round nose bullet measuring 0.267 inches in diameter and loaded with 35.2 grains of solenoid. The nominal muzzle velocities varied from 2,130 feet per second in the carbines to 2,295 feet per second in the 30-inch long rifles. Now, what does this actually mean? Well, we saw the PPU had a more consistent velocity pattern and was generally shooting higher than 2,200 feet per second. Milsurp Munitions, on the other hand, had a larger standard deviation and was generally shooting at a velocity below 2,100 feet per second. I'm not sure there are a lot of conclusions to take away from this. It's more of just a data point that I thought would be interesting to capture. They both shot comfortably, and I didn't have any squibs or case damage coming out of the Milsurp Munitions ammo. You can definitely feel the difference in velocity between the two brands, however. One thing I did not test for is accuracy or groupings. I hit the metal target at 50 yards a couple times, but the 2.64 diameter bullets that the entire industry has been using are not the most accurate. I know this has been a major complaint by Carcano shooters for years, but PPU won't change this for liability reasons, which I'm not going to go into in this video. Now, Milsurp Munitions did mention in a recent newsletter that they are hoping to release the closer to historical 2.68 diameter ammunition in the future, so looking forward to maybe shooting that at some time. Okay, well, that was my video of unboxing the Milsurp Munitions, taking it to the range, and testing it against the primary 6.5 Carcano ammo that is available on the market right now. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.